swipe it. Put it into use your lid. I got that from your mom, actually. Do you recognize it? Okay, hit that button in the very middle. There's that switcher right there. It's a switcher right there. Yep. And then hit remote camera mode. And then hit second. Allow. Yep. All right. Let's adjust this a little bit. Got people knocking their camera around, so.
Thanks, sir. Nothing? Started 2:15.
Oh, nice.
Walk over there to talk to somebody, figure it out. Kid I wrestled with at college over there.
We're starting on medium at 106 pounds. For the Wolves, Blue Christensen. For the Hawks, freshman Ben Walsh. 115 pounds, Northwest Jamaica. For the Hawks, sophomore Isaac Bengal. 120 pounds. For the Wolves, Blake Phillips. For the Hawks, freshman Aiden Lindsay. 126 pounds. For the Wolves, Tommy Laporte. For the Hawks, junior Trinity Goldberg. 132 pounds. For Northwest, John King. For the Hawks, junior Perez. 138 pounds. For the Wolves, Trevor Freeman. For the Hawks, junior Brady Fly. 144 pounds. For the Wolves, Ben Gallagher. For the Hawks, senior Ben Hanson. 150 pounds. For the Wolves, Lakeland Hutt. For the Hawks, freshman Cash Johnson. 157 pounds. For Northwest, Isaac Golmecki. For the Hawks, senior Tegan Piper. 165 pounds. For the Wolves, Gabe Rubino. For the Hawks, senior Jeremiah Peter. 175 pounds. For Northwest, Bryce Williams. For the Hawks, senior Jacob Slee. 190 pounds. For the Wolves, Abraham Parker. For the Hawks, senior Buddy Christian. 215 pounds. For Northwest, Braden Williams. For the Hawks, junior Andrew Ossie. 185 pounds. For the Wolves, Jamal Leeway. For the Hawks, junior Jack Dorfman. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, remember gas, face the flag, and honor the United States of America and all the men and women who have served and sacrificed around the globe with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to the Ankeny Activities Network. This is Austin Oliver. We're here for a match tonight between the Ankeny Hawks and the Waukee Northwest Wolves. Tonight, we have a little bit of a different location coming at you. We're at Southview Middle School here tonight instead of the normal varsity gym over at the high school, as there is a varsity basketball game going on as well tonight. But we're going to be starting off our weights tonight at 215. We have Andrew Hassey, junior, up against Braden Williams, another junior from the Wolves, as the action is getting started right now. A little bit dark look here to the gym here, as I've got about half the lights on and half the lights off. Not sure what they're really doing here, but trying to get some nostalgia here, I think, going for the match tonight over here at the middle school. Hassey and Williams hand fighting for position at the edge of the mat here. Probably going to be moved back into the middle of the mat, but a little duck under here from Williams. It's Nice little sprawl from Hasse to get some decent position here as he tries to work the takedown here at the edge of the screen, edge of the mat, and they go back to the middle. Hasse versus Williams here at 2:15, their starting weight for the night. Just a minute in, 0-0 score between these two. Hasse to the front headlock again, got good position, but a little bit more in the central part of the match as he tries to do a drag by, but not able to get that completed. He's going to grab an ankle, try to run that around. Looks like he's going to be successful. He's going to get some possible back points out of here, but doesn't get enough of an exposure to get any back points. 2-0 lead for Hasse as he gets the takedown. 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Hasse. Williams up to a tripod. Hasse immediately takes it back down as he grabs the ankle, puts him right down the mat, right on the edge of the mat. 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. Nice little roll through. There's going to be some enough time there. He gets the reversal right as the buzzer sounds at the end of the first period. It's a 2-2 tie going into the second period. Northwest won the toss. They'll be choosing first. He's going to defer to the third period. Hasse's going to choose to go back up into neutral position on his feet. Actually, it looks like he may be choosing top position rather than neutral. Hasse getting arm control, wrist control. And Williams pops right out of that as he's looking to get back up into the tripod. Rises up to the tripod, starts to get up to his feet. Hasse goes right to an ankle. Keeps that ankle high, keeps that those hips locked pretty tightly as he tries to work him over here towards the edge of the mat. Two for these two. Hasse gets a pretty deep arm bar, but he's on the side of the mat here. He's trying to drag him into the middle. Nice little pull back there as he's loading that one up, and Williams is able to get his arm back. I'm sure Hasse's going to come back to that here soon as he's got that arm pretty easily as he looks to be working that right now. Puts an arm headed to the shoulder and flexes that arm out to the side and tries to get control. Williams does a nice job of getting his hips out, gets the escape. It's a 3-2 lead for Williams with just a minute gone in the second period, halfway through the match. Williams trying to work the 2-on-1 wrist grip there, but Hasse gets out of that. Both wrestlers jockeying for head position. Hasse tries for a snap down, and Williams has none of it at all. Doesn't hardly even move, so he'll have to work something else here as we come into the last 15 seconds of the second period. 3-2 lead for Hasse. He's gotten a reversal and an escape. Hasse got a takedown in the first period. So Williams will be taking that 3-2 lead into the third period where he'll have choice. And probably will be taking down position as he's gotten a reversal and an escape already so far in the match. And he chooses top. That, or I got the choices wrong in the first period, and actually Ankeny had the choice in the third period here rather than the second, and Williams had the choice in the second period. So that's probably what happened is as Hasse's going to look to get the escape here and get the score tied up, and they're going to come down and takedowns here in the rest of the third period. Hasse's done a good job in the wizard getting that leg out. He tries to free that last leg. A little close to a stalling call here on red as he's not able to take him back down the mat. The referee's looking at this closely. As Hasse gets that leg out, and he's going to get one for an escape. It'll be tied up 3-3 with 1:27 left to go here in the third period. Hossa trying to get back into that front headlock, but Williams not going to let him get in this so easily this time. Had pretty good luck with that in the first period as he got his takedown off of that front headlock. A quick snap down, but nothing doing for Hossa at all. Like to see him do a nice little duck under here to get past the shoulder, try to drag by, and not very effective at all. He's tried that a couple times in the match. 40 seconds left to go, 3-3 tie, going into the last 30 seconds of the match here. Shot from Williams. He's getting stretched out here at the edge of the mat, but it's going to go back to the middle with 23 seconds left to go. Still a 3-3 tie. This is Austin Oliver on the Ankeny Activities Network. Presented by New American Funding and Jennifer Oliver. Looks like we may see one of our first overtimes here of the season as Williams does try to get in on a single, but Hossa stretches out, gets that front headlock that he scored on in the first period. Everybody in the gym are pouring in, drops down to a single. He's going to have to cover that. Williams is going to get the single double. Right as the buzzer sounds, it's a 5-3 win for Williams of Waukee Northwest. That gives a 3-0 lead for Waukee Northwest in the team score. As we go up to 285, it's going to be Jack Dorfler, junior, up against Jamal Niwe, junior as well from the Wolves. This match is underway. Snap down from Niwe. Drops that single, is going to get takedown and looking for some back points as well in the same movement, but no. Dorfler does a nice job of getting down to his base and is able to get out of the way of some potential back points there as he tripods up, trying to get up to his feet here. Niwe's putting a ton of pressure on that right leg as he's kind of got that trap, switches into a near side cradle there. Dorfler's going to want to get that broken here before he stands up. He's going to be in trouble here as Niwe. There we go. He breaks that. Niwe switches to a single. Gets that up in the air. Dorfler puts that leg between Niwe's legs, trying to get that fulcrum as they go off the edge of the mat. 2-0 lead for Niwe. Dorfler does a nice job off the whistle, getting right up to his tripod as he's trying to get to his feet. But Niwe puts, trying to put a lot of weight on the right side, goes back into that near side cradle. Looks like he's got it, not locked up again, but he's able to break him down back into base position. 35 seconds left to go in the first period. 2-0 lead for Jamal Niwe, junior from the Wolves. He's got that forearm trapped in his little chop and gets it broken down in his stomach, but Dorfler gets his hands back and control himself. Niwe trying to work a crossface here as we near the end of the first period with a 2-0 lead for Jamal Niwe. And that'll be the end of the first period. Choice is going to be Niwe. Niwe is going to choose down for the second period. Dorfler will have an opportunity to see if he can get him turned for some back points here in the second period. 2-0 lead for Niwe. Anyway, up to his feet, gets out of there. Hand control gets out of there. It's a skate 3-0 lead for Niue. Here with my producer Maverick Oliver tonight. He took over for Andy Pollock as Andy's heading over to the varsity Ankeny Hawks basketball game. I think they're in the back end of a girl-boy doubleheader there. Minute 15 left to go here in the second period. 3-0 lead for Niue from Waukee Northwest. Not a lot of action here at 2:85 in the second period. Both individuals just jockeying for position as a snap down from Niue. Trying to finish that off. It's the back of the thigh. Is going to bull rush him over here. And Dorfler's running as the match gives up 2 points. 5-0 lead with 37 seconds left to go here in the second period. Looks like Niue is going to go ahead and choose to come up to neutral here for the last 30 seconds of the match. That'll give Dorfler a point, so 5-1 lead for Niue. Dorfler on a little sweep single, but Niue defends it well and goes to a front headlock, but Dorfler was able to get his neck and his hands back into a neutral position. Both wrestlers fighting for head position. Five seconds left to go here in the second period. We'll be going into the third period with a 5-1 lead for Niue of Waukee Northwest. Escape for Dorfler. Draws the score a little bit closer. It's 5-2 lead for Niue. A minute 40 left to go here in the third period. Snap down from Niue like he had gotten 2 takedowns on him earlier in the match, but this one not nearly so effective. Snap down from Niue again. Gets pretty good position as Dorfler gets a little whizzer in, gets off the edge of the mat. No points there. Still a 5-2 lead for Niue as their neutral position for the last minute of the third period. Another snap down from Niue. Gets Dorfler in bad position, and Dorfler gives up the 2 points right at the edge of the mat. 7-2 lead. We trickle down to the edge of the mat. Here, looks like they may call him off the edge of the mat. Get him back to the middle. He does so. 20 seconds left to go. 7-2 lead for Niue. Dorfler looking to get some points here at the very, very end of the match here with just 5 seconds left to go. Niue takes him off the edge of the mat. They'll come back to referee's position here in the middle with just 5 seconds left to go here at 2:85. We're up not enough time to get to any points. That'll take our team score up to 6-0 in favor of Waukee Northwest Wolves as they take the two first consecutive matches of the night as we drop down to 106. 106, we're going to have Ben Walsh up against Carew Christensen. These guys are both, we got a sophomore for Walsh up against a freshman for Christensen. Ankeny going to look to get things turned around here at 106 to see if they can get this meet going in the right direction for them as they're down early here, 6-0. Nice little easy single in for Walsh as he gets the takedown. He's working the crossface. He's going to be working a cradle on the near side here. Trying to get into a good position here to get that locked up. But Christian does a nice job of controlling the top arm there and gets out of that position. Walsh looking to work the chicken wing here. Christensen doing a nice job of getting his arms back in both in the situation with the crossface and with the potential arm bar. He's back to working that crossface again. This time Christensen's rolled pretty hardcore underneath. Maybe in Walsh's best interest to just keep rolling this one around rather than working the cradle. Looks like he's going to be doing that. Going to reach in and see if he can get both of them. Works back over, switches back over to the cradle. Looks like he almost got this locked up. Christian does a nice job of getting out of the cradle again. Walsh with an arm bar across the back now with 24 seconds. He's going to have to move quickly if he wants to get some back points and lengthen his 2-0 lead. He's already got here in the match. He's got a half on one side and a wing on the other. Tries a little suck back, but Christensen did a nice job of defending. Not going to have enough time, but great job of trying to get some exposure there at the end of the first period. He's going to have some things to build on for the second period if he can get back up to the top position. 2-0 lead for Walsh as we go into the second period, and Walsh chooses neutral position. Being shot there sends Christensen scrambling. Nice little drag single into the inside. Looking to hit that cradle right from the feet. He's got that arm trapped here, trying for a throw, and he completes that throw. Got to get his arm there. Christensen in a lot of trouble here at 106, chest to chest, and get his full body weight on top of Christensen to get the pin and even this match up at 6-6. It's very close, but Walsh just needs to slow that down, get a little bit more chest to chest, and get that weight right on chest and gets the pin. At 45 seconds of the second period, 2:45 for the pin. Then our next matchup here at 113 will be Isaac Wignall up against Joey Cahill. A couple freshmen battling up here at 113. Dives in on the single, gets a head between the legs, is trying to clear the legs. A nice little scramble from Cahill. Both wrestlers are still in decent position as Cahill with a scramble gets the 2 points. Cahill puts the legs in, potentially dangerous as they go up to the feet. Wignall back down to the mat. Referee's position, 2-0 lead for Cahill. Wignall up very quickly, gets freed up. It's going to be a 2-1 lead for Cahill. Wignall right away on that sweep single he tried earlier in the match. Not there this time, as he's being the primary aggressor in this match. Pushes Cahill off the edge of the mat. Wignall in on a lengthy double leg, kind of a single leg. Tries for a throw here. Looks like he's going to get the 2 points. Almost had it completed just the back points. Throws in a hard crossface, much to the chagrin of the Waukee coaches. Wignall rolls that wrist on the near side underneath, trying to get that arm up on the back, but Cahill does a nice job of covering that up. 3-2 lead for Wignall, and he tries to roll through tilt, but Cahill's having none of it. Wignall trying to get out to the side to put that pressure on Cahill, but Cahill's just a nice little tilt there. Is not able to get any points out of that, but nice little creative look at the tilt there for Wignall. 7 seconds left to go here in the first period. 3-2 lead for Wignall. And that'll be the end of the first period. Waukee Northwest defers for the third period. Wignall goes down immediately. He's nursing a 3-2 lead already. As he gets up to his feet, going to be potentially dangerous again. Wignall's done a nice job of getting up to the tripod almost immediately. Cahill's tried to counter that by putting a leg in on the near side. He's gotten potentially dangerous in both times. Wignall up again, trying to trap that near arm, and does a nice opportunity to get those hips out. Four to 2 lead now for Wignall. Nice single there, gets in pretty deep. Cahill's looking to counter, grabbing a switch view of his own here, but Wignall's covered up that leg, but Cahill still's got that leg trapped. This is almost a 2 here as he covers up that leg. 2 points. That lengthens the lead 6-2 for Wignall, with just a minute left to go here in the second period. Wignall's got that wrist on the near side, twisted all the way under. He's trying to keep control of that, but still keep Cahill broken down. But Cahill keeps basing up and kind of putting it into those that penny combination on the near side. Stall for calling on red on the bottom. As Wignall's been the aggressor on most of the combinations here. Takes Cahill right down the end of the mat. He puts in some legs of his own as Cahill tried to stand up again. But Wignall's in some very, very high position. Tries to get the other leg in, but gets back in a decent position here. Just 10 seconds left to hold on to here at the end of the second period. Gets a second leg in there and just... crowd's getting fired up about something. I missed what even happened there. They got all fired up about, but the choice goes over to Cahill. Cahill's going to choose down for the last 2 minutes of the match. It's a 6-2 lead for Isaac Wignall, freshman. Wignall's pretty high again as he gets a leg in there. Cahill trying to shake him off the top there as he gets the other leg in there, and then flattens out Cahill back down to his stomach. Now he's going to be working those arms. Actually uses that leg to try to run a little Turk tilt, I think is what that's called. Works the other side, works an arm bar the other side. He's going to try to get outside and run that. Referee's there, right there, making sure he's keeping that vertical. Nice run by Wignell. Nice pin! Minute 3 left to go in the match. That's a pin at 4:57 of the match. That was a quick little movement from Wignell to get that pin. He pinned him in about 3 seconds once he got that armbar ran out to the side. This takes us up to 120. You got Aiden Waukee, a freshman, up against Drake Phillips, a senior for Waukee Northwest. Off the edge of the mat. Phillips the aggressor thus far in the match, just 12 seconds into the match. Front headlock from Phillips. Put a lot of pressure on Waukee. And he's able to run around on that. No points yet, but yeah, finally does get the 2 points. 2-0 for Drake Phillips over Waukee. Zero so far for Phillips. Minute into the first period. Waukee doing a nice job on bottom and controlling those hands and not giving up any opportunity for a turnover here. But Phillips has put in a leg on the far side here and is trying to keep Waukee broken down here, trying to work a half Nelson on top of it. Just not able to get that arm all the way through. Trying to roll back one of the wrists, but Waukee pulls that one back to the front as well. Phillips does get that arm up on top of the back with that leg in. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to use this. Looks like he's going to try to bar that arm up on the back. Let that leg go and get out there and run. Waukee gets out of that position. Does a nice job of getting to neutral position. Nice job from Waukee. Getting out of that position, back up to neutral. It'll be a 2-1 lead for Phillips as we go back up to neutral position for the last 2 seconds of the match, or the first period. That'll take the second period, and it'll be choice for the Hawks, and Waukee will choose down. As the cheerleaders tell him to be up on the whistle, Waukee doesn't make a very strong movement at all on the whistle and is broken down and is having to fight his arm-for-arm control right now as Phillips is trying to get control of the match here from the top position. Had a nice arm bar in at the end of the period, but just not really in the right position with the legs in to be able to use it. Once he tried to use it, Waukee was able to mess up with his plans. Phillips locks in a cradle on the far side, but Waukee doing a nice job of getting hand control and breaking out of that cradle. Waukee doing a nice job of just laying onto his hip here, trying to get control of that leg that's underneath. I don't think that Phillips is that much of a legger. He's putting in some moves here that typically aren't used with the legs here, but Green gets called for a stall, so the Ankeny wrestler gets called for a stall here from the bottom. .30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Just a 2-1 lead here for Phillips as we get to the end section of the period here for a nice little slide over to chin grab here with the legs in, but Waukee is able to just keep it vertical enough not to give up any points as the last few seconds of the second period whittle away here. No points for either wrestler as we go to 2-1 lead for Phillips into the third period, which I'm guessing he's going to be choosing down. Waukee, nice job of breaking down Phillips here. He looks like he's going to get almost an arm trap there. Coach jumps up from his seat on the Hawk side to implore him to do that again. Looks like he may have some success with grabbing those wrists and rolling them under and trying to get some of that arm control on the backside with a minute 30 left to go here in the third period. Whereas Phillips is just trying to tie those arms up and get Waukee into a bad position. Almost have a cradle locked up there on the inside, but Phillips doing a good job of controlling that far hand as both the wrestlers are trying to get into a better position here on the edge of the mat. I think we're going to maybe get off of here with Phillips still in the down position as he doesn't let go of that leg. Still a 2-1 lead for Phillips. This is anybody's match as we get to the final minutes of the match. Good job, Fred. Waukee gets Phillips broken down to his hips there. 45 seconds left to go here. Waukee's got to make something happen here in the last little bit of this match. As Phillips goes that hand control, just grabs that far hand and keeps it on the other side of his neck. He's going to get called for stalling here because there's no movement at all from him as he just looks to trap that hand. Stalling call on Phillips as Waukee lets him up right as the call was made. Waukee's going to try to have to get in on a single here, right on the edge of the mat. 10 seconds left to go. 3-1 lead for Phillips. Waukee needs this takedown to tie the match up to get it into overtime. 3 seconds left to go. Not going to be enough time. It's going to be the end of the match. And a 3-1 lead for Phillips. It's a basic win for the Northwest Wolves. That'll put our team score up to 9-12 as we enter into the sixth match of the evening. At 126, we're going to have junior of Truman Folkerts up against the senior, Tommy Laporte. Once again, the team scores 12-9 going into this next match at 126. Folkers up against Laporte with Folkers with an early takedown here. 2-0 lead, just 14 seconds into the first period. Folkers working arm control on the far side. He's going to pull that arm, looks like, up to the back there, but Laporte does a nice job of getting that hand back and getting back to base, and Folkers just reels it right back up onto the back again. Folkers, a lot of pressure on that shoulder as he gets that arm all the way up to the back. Going to look to go underneath the other arm on the far side and grab that hand, and is a really tight pinning combination if he can get that locked up, and he cannot get that locked up, and Laporte gets up to his feet. Gets the escape, 2-1 lead for Folkers with a minute left to go here in the first period. Off the edge of the mat, we'll bring back in the middle with 40 seconds left to go. 2-1 lead for Folkers. Nice drag by Folkers. Goes in on that single leg, trying to get those hips out. Switches over to a double. Is going to get 2 more points with 35 seconds left to go here in the first period. It's a 4-1 lead for Folkers. Nice little tilt with that arm trap. The referee kind of in a bad position there. He scurried around to the right position, but Laporte was able to get back into 90-degree before the back points were given. Here's that tilt again here. Got a 1 count from the referee this time, but that's all he got there. No extra points there. Still a 4-1 lead with 5 seconds left to go here in the first period. We're going to take a nice lead here into the second period, which he'll have the choice here. And he is... Actually, it'll be Waukee's going to be deferring to the third period. Folkers is going to take down position with his choice here in the second period. 4-1 lead for Folkers. Folkers easily gets up, gets arm control, and gets out. Extra point, 5-1. Nice little arm drag over to almost a fireman's carry here. He's going to try to keep that captured arm there captured, but Laporte is able to get that arm back, but Folkers just a ton of pressure, puts it right into a chicken wing, really deep on the back, but he's not keeping straight across the back, so he's going to get called for a nice little tilt here. He's almost in a pin position. That's a pin! 29 seconds into the second period at 2:29. A pin for the Ankeny Hawks. Truman Folkers. Puts our team score up to 18-9. Going into 132. At 132, we have Perez, a junior, up against John King, a senior. King, a senior, up against the junior, Perez. Strong drag by King, just can't finish that off, but about threw Perez across the mat here with how much of a snap he had on that first interaction. Slide single from Perez. Both wrestlers really quick on their feet at the edge of the mat there. Nice little scramble there to go for the first 20 seconds of the match. Double underhooks there for King. Switches over to a single underhook. Oh, nice drag by Perez right at the edge of the mat. Had King in some trouble there. Would have been in the middle of the match. Nice little snap by. Tried a 2-on-1 snap pull through there, but King had better head control that time. He was able to stop it pretty early. Nice little fireman's carry hit by Perez, but it's on the edge of the mat once again. Perez has had 2 nice little takedown attempts, and both of them have been on the edge of the mat and is not able to finish them off as we go 0-0 and with a minute left to go here in the first period. Perez moves from a 2-on-1 and gets front headlocked by King. Did a nice job of getting out of there. A little half attack there from King as stopped easily by Perez. Perez stops another single, jumps around behind. Nice little scramble here in the middle of the match. Good wrestling from both individuals. They get back up to a neutral position. King in for a single again. Wizard from Perez. King tries to go for a little toe or knee tap on the far side. Perez just pressures through and he gets the takedown. 2-0 with 12 seconds left to go here in the first period. King being up to his feet. Perez trying to save the points here as there's just 5 seconds left to go here in the first period. But gives up the escape right at the edge of the mat with 3 seconds left to go in the first period. It's a 2-1 lead for Perez. We'll go to the second period. It'll be a choice for the Hawks. Hawks coach implores him to take the down position. So Perez will start the second period in the down position, 2-1 lead for himself. We're just going to try to get that escape and get that lengthened up to a 3-1 lead as we start the second period. King relying heavily on that trapped wrist on the far side, but Perez does a nice job of getting those hits out, getting arm control, and getting out. He takes a little bit of a heavier lead. 3-1 should be the score as the score is adjusted there, just 20 seconds into the second period. Nice little drag by from Perez. Not able to finish it on the edge of the match again, but Perez has been very, very dominant in that little drag by. He's done it twice on the edge of the match, as well as that fireman's carry. Nice little bit of neutral wrestling for Perez so far in this match. He'll give you 30 seconds into the second period. As that same move that Perez was able to stop in the first period and able to get a takedown out of it.
Your attack! Your attack! Your attack!
Perez gets called for stalling at the edge of the match. Still in the upper position. He's going to have to be real cognizant of the pressure that's being put on him in the middle of the mat there and not let King push him around. Front headlock here from King here is getting Perez into trouble as he gets him stretched all the way down to his knees here. 35 seconds left to go here in the second period. Perez still up 3-1. No points. Nice job of working out in the front headlock from King here for Perez. Weak single there from Perez. Probably keeps him out of trouble for the stalling call here for the rest of the second period in the neutral position. Perez got to be very, very careful at the edge of the mat here as King's been very aggressive at the edge of the mat, pushing him off, and he's going to be looking to get that second stalling called on Perez as the last 10 seconds of the second period. And little call there, right with just 5 seconds left to go. It's a point for King, 2-3 lead now for Perez. So Perez will take a 3-2 lead into the third period. And King will choose down position as he's going to look to get the score tied up with an escape here in the third period. Perez still nursing at 1 point lead here as we go into the last 2 minutes of the match. King up to his feet. Perez trying to take it back down the mat. Takes him right back into tripod, goes off the edge of the mat. Right up to tripod for King. Goes down to one knee, back up to tripod again. He's going to look to try to get those hand control here and get out for the escape. Perez drops down to a double leg, is able to come up and keep control of King. Edge of the mat, they'll come back to the middle, just 30 seconds into the third period.
Forward pressure! Forward pressure!
King back up to the tripod. Better time, good hand control at the tie score with 1:25 left to go here in the third period. Going to come down to a takedown to see who can take this match.
Stay in the center!
Fred's got to be very cognizant of that stalling call that he's already been called twice on. He's given up a 2 point already. Not going to let himself get pushed out of the edge of the match here. Front headlock here from King. Fred's doing a decent job of getting out of that to go off the edge of the mat. Drag by from Perez, trying to get that, almost gets it, and drag by King right at the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds, no points, as it's very, very close to getting two there for King. Perez with a nice little throw. Second goal, King on his back. Just a big part of advance with 33 seconds of the game for Perez. With 33 seconds left to go in the third period. Quick change of events for Perez with the pin in the third period. Exciting match there at 132 with Perez getting that quick pin. Got a nice little throw there at the end of the match on John King, a senior. We go into 138 with Bradley Clays, junior, up against Carter Freeman, a senior. As Freeman already gets a takedown and an escape, so it's 2-1 as they hit the edge of the mat. Freeman, a very experienced wrestler. We've seen him wrestle a couple times over the years. Strong individual. Goes right into a nice takedown to a throw. He's going to get the takedown to take a 4-1 lead, and he's going to get some back points here. And Clays is in a lot of trouble here. This is minute 17. He does get off his back and gives up the 3 back points. Freeman goes right to a crossface. He's going to put in a cradle, and that cradle's in there super tight with a minute 7 left to go, and it's a pin for Freeman. 54-second pin for Freeman of Waukee Northwest. That puts the team score to 24-15 going into 144. At 145, we'll have Ben Hansen, a senior, up against Ben Gallagher, a 9th grader. Freshman. It's Ben versus Ben at 144. Nice little takedown from Gallagher. Hansen right back with a double of his own and 2 points for a takedown. It's 2-3 in favor of Hansen. As he's looking to keep Gallagher down here on the mat. Got that arm trap. Looks to do a roll through tilt. But at the edge of the mat, they'll take it back to the middle where he's going to be looking to run that same action there in the middle of the mat to give his back points. Gallagher, nice job with hand control as he works to get up to his feet. He gets the escape. Works a 2-on-1 on Hansen. Hansen in on a nice fireman's carry. Looks to get back points as well as the 2 points. This gets the 5-3 lead for him. Maverick, that fireman's carry is one of your favorite moves, isn't it, to see happen? Yeah? Van Hansen hit that for this last takedown. 43 seconds left to go as he looks to get good hand control here. He's going to try for that tilt, rollover tilt. Going to take it over to the near side this time. Going to get some back points and got a nice job of trapping that near side wrist as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he works that arm bar here in the second period or when he gets back on top here and does a nice little tilt again. Gallagher's doing a nice job of bridging out of that, but finally Hansen gets enough control over it to get his 3 back points as we wind down the last few seconds of the first period. It's an 11-3 lead for Hansen. Quick scoring match for both of these individuals. Takedown from Freeman right away, or Gallagher right at the start of the match. And then Hansen kind of took control of it after that with some back points and takedowns. Gallagher gets the choice after a defer from Hansen. He's going to choose neutral position. Nice single here from Gallagher. Hansen with the whizzer. Looks to cover up those that leg there. Is putting a lot of pressure on Gallagher's shoulder there, trying to get him into a bad position to get back around here and get the 2 points, or at least going to be a stalemate there for both wrestlers. They'll go back up to neutral position with just 22 seconds elapsed in the second period. Nice little fireman's carries here from Hansen again. Scores points on that again. Got that arm trapped this time. He's going to try to roll it over and does so. Almost gets back points, but he's still got that arm trapped in a really good position, but lets that go, and he's going to work another pinning combination. Cross face to a cradle. Stretches out Gallagher, takes him down to his hips. Crossface again, goes right to that cradle, gets it locked up. 50 seconds left to go. Ouch. That arm's stuck there, but Gallagher gets it out of the way finally, and Hansen's in a great position to get some extra back points here. Gets that knee in the side, gets control of those legs, and trying to flatten out those shoulders in the back. It's a pin for Hansen at 144. Pin at 3 minutes and 27 seconds. That puts the team score up to 30-15. Following the pin from Hansen. That takes us up to 150 with Cass Johnson, ninth grader, up against Lincoln Hutt, junior. Cash had a nice match the other night up against Urbandale, where he had a comeback pin at the end of the match for himself to get him out of trouble. He was losing a little bit of that match, was able to get a pin combination again and get that one wrapped up for himself. Both wrestlers doing some hand fighting in. Single in there from Johnson. Does a nice job of settling that one out. Hunt trying to get this into a scramble situation. Johnson needs to get that inside arm around to the other side to get that other leg captured to get his 2 points here. Hunt's doing a nice job of scrambling here to not give up the takedown at the end of the match. No points to go back into a neutral position, but a nice little takedown attempt from Johnston to start the match out. I should give him some confidence to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side. Does a duck under here, he's got that arm trap, but Hunt does exactly the same thing. They're both fighting for a pin combination here as Johnson's in a lot of trouble here on his match. 50 seconds left to go, and Hunt's got him in a world of hurt right now. That throw could have really gone either way, and Hunt was just able to call it on top, and gets the pin on a minute 20 in the first period. That's a pin for Lincoln Hutt, junior. Minute 20. We'll be moving up to 157. It'll be Tegan Piper, a senior, up against Isaac Volmecki, another senior. Tegan right into a front headlock. Does a nice little knee tap on the far side, trying to get that takedown. But Volmecki does a nice job of staying on his base and not able to give up that takedown. Looks like this may be Coach Chad Volmecki's son here, wrestling at senior wrestler here. Piper still working that front headlock, trying to spin around, but Volmecki does a nice job of got locked hands here. Both individuals trying to get in a good position and almost into a throwable position, but Piper gets out of there and back up to hand fighting for position. Minute 5 left to go here in the first period. Still 0-0. Interesting stance from Waukee. He's down to that one leg, tries to shoot in on that quick single, but Piper was ready for it and was able to just spin around and get the 2 points. Double legs in on Waukee here as he gets stretched out here, and Piper working hardcore on this far side half Nelson. Waukee does a nice job of getting out of there. Cross face here for Piper. 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Half Nelson here, but Waukee's getting Piper quite a bit high here. But Waukee's able to put that other leg in, is able to just flatten him out. Another half Nelson attempt with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period by Piper. Almost a back point there at the end of the first period. Referee just kind of was out of position and just didn't get into the right position and able to count, but looked like he broke 45 for just a second there. Probably the right call with no back points. 2-0 lead for Piper as we go into the second period. Waukee will choose down position. Piper immediately puts in a leg and starts working that far side half Nelson again, just shoving that head of Waukee's head right up underneath his armpit. Try to get that other leg in there and flatten Waukee out, but isn't able to do that yet. Piper's getting a little bit high right now. He's able to suck that through and do a chin grab there, but Waukee's able to run it out to the side. Piper in with double legs in right now. Still trying to work that half Nelson with both legs in there. Minute 10 left to go here in the second period. 2-0 lead for Piper. Leg back in, looking to stuff that head up underneath the armpit again here, but Waukee's doing a nice job of just barely staying out of back points range. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a stalling call here on bottom on the Wolves wrestler. It's not an opportunity to do very much, but not a lot of movement out of him trying to get out of this bottom position. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period, or the second period. Cross face from Piper. Tries that tilt with the leg in. Gets a single count here, but that's all he gets this time. Referee really should be calling stalling on the bottom here as there's no action from the bottom wrestler at all. There we go. There's a stalling call with 15 seconds left to go here in the second period. Deep half Nelson for Piper as he clears the legs and gets out and runs that. But just 5 seconds left to go here in the second period. They'll take it to the third period, but 2-0 lead for Piper. Piper will choose down here in the third period, looking to get that escape or a reversal to lengthen his lead. Get a little bit of padding on that for himself. Waukee does a nice job of getting wrist control here at the start of the third period, but Piper just shakes him off, shrugs that off, and gets the 2 for reversal. It's a 4-0 lead for Piper. Coach Anderson's on his feet on the Hawk side, imploring him to get that wrist dragged underneath there and see if we can get a pattern combination going here. Waukee so far has been able to pretty much take any pattern combination that Piper could throw at him so far and not able to turn him over. Only had a single count on any back points from Waukee here. It's going to be another stalling call on the bottom. That'll be a point for Piper. Will take the lead up to 5-0. Minute left to go here for Piper, 5-0 lead. Just immense pressure for Piper here on Waukee here. There's not a lot he can do. I got called for stalling twice so far. And I think there's probably another stalling call incoming here as well here very shortly. Got a potentially dangerous move. Not sure what the call there was, but it looked like they gave a team or a point to Green. So that'll give a point to Waukee. 44 seconds left to go. It's been all Piper so far in this match. Score's not real indicative of the dominance that Piper's had in this match with 35 seconds left to go. That's another stalling call for Red. That'll be another point. Got 2 points. It's another point for stalling. So he got the point back that he gave away on the potentially dangerous move. We'll try to get shaken off here on the top. We'll two for reversal for Waukee. 10 seconds left to go. It's going to be a 6-3 lead here for Piper as the crowd's imploring Waukee to get him turned over. He's got that far on track. Piper takes the win, 6-3. That'll take our team score up to 33-21. And we'll be heading into 165 where we have Jeremiah Peters for the Hawks, a senior, up against Gabe Rubino, a freshman. A 5-3 win there, 6-3 win for Piper. Really just not indicative of how dominant Piper was in that match. He held Waukee, just pretty much controlled the whole period, the whole match.
That looks scary.
Got Peters up against Rubino here. 165. This is the first time I think I've seen Peters here out in the match so far this year. For myself, it's may not be the experience that he's had as both wrestlers are kind of throwing some arms, and we got penalty points being called on the Hawks there, give up one penalty point to Waukee Northwest. It's fireman's carry for Peters as he tries to complete the 2-point takedown. This needs a shake off. Rubino here, he's right there in a good position. He's probably going to get called a stalemate here. Just in a couple seconds, and it is a stalemate with minute 5 left to go here in the first period. Nice opportunity for Peters to get a takedown there with that fireman's carry, but just wasn't able to complete it. Rubino angling for a throw there, but nice little trip. But Peters quick on his feet at the edge of the mat. Able to bounce right back up, get those hips out to get away from that potential danger. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. A 1-0 lead for Rubino off of a penalty point. Rubino, nice little trip there, but great mat awareness for Peters. As soon as he hit the mat, got those hips out, was able to squirrel his way out of there for no takedown for Rubino. I think Rubino's going to come back to that trip here probably right away here on this next interaction. 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. Just a 1-0 lead for Rubino. Trying an ankle pick, but Peters does a nice job of counteracting that and gets some opportunity for some offense on his own, but Rubino is able to put an end to that as well as the first period ends. That'll be a choice to the Wolves. Rubino's going to choose down for the second period. Rubino, nice little turn there, gets the reversal and has Peters in trouble, but Peters is able to bridge out and get out of trouble. Takes the lead up to 3-0 for Rubino. Crowd's asking for some back points, but I don't think there was any count at all on back points at all that I saw. But could be incorrect here. So next break, they'll probably look to see a quick stalling call on bottom lane compared to the last match. Rubino puts in a leg from the bottom, trying to trap that far arm and get it up over his head to Grapevine. Get some back points, but Peter's doing a nice job of sitting on that arm, getting a hip on that arm, and getting out of that position. Now Rubino will move over to a half Nelson with 50 seconds left to go here in the second period. 3-0 lead for Rubino. Peter's back up to base. Another stalling call on green here as Rubino actually gets a little tilt actually going here, but is going to get some back points out of it. 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. Moves over to a chicken wing here in armbar. Not going to have enough time to use that to his advantage, but he gets 3 back points in the process. Lengthens his lead up to 7-0. Peters will choose neutral. Into the third period, 7-0 lead for Rubino. Rubino kind of just pushes him off the edge of the mat there. Peter's going to want to make sure he's circling in and not getting pushed off, or he's going to get called for stalling again. He's already got a couple stalling calls against him already. Has some heavy hand fighting in as the referees try to get ready to get into the middle of some action here as if it's a little bit out of control. Takedown for Rubino. He's going to put him loose there on the edge of the mat. Rubino looking for a throw here. 9-1 lead for him. Another stalling call. 1 point, another point for Rubino. Lengthens the lead to 10-1. A 2-point takedown. Rubino looking to see if he can get a pinning combination here to get that score up to 15-1. Looks like he might be in some luck, but Peters does a nice job of keeping it apart. Score goes up to 12-2 with 34 seconds left to go. Waukee Northwest is looking to get a technical fall out of this one, get a couple more points as Peters is getting pushed right off the edge of the net. Gets stalling again, gives up 2 points this time. It'll be a 14-2 lead with 30 seconds left to go. Rubino interface to single. He's doing a decent job. No points yet, but he gets the 2 points. It'll be a 14-point lead, 13-point lead. 7 seconds left to go. Referee's going over to give an explanation. I think they did give another penalty point at the edge of the mat. I'm just not sure exactly what was called. It should have been, if it's going to be called a stalling again, it will be a 2-point stalling call again. And then in the area of disqualification as well here, I believe. Very least, this is going to give Coach has given his wrestler Peter some time to just take a couple deep breaths and maybe finish this off, match off in style here and not give up the technical fall. So the referees are going to confer with each other now to see if they can get the score correct. So right now the score is sitting at 17-3, which would be a 14-point difference there. So a takedown at this juncture of the match would lead to a technical fall. Coach Rignall seems okay with the explanation, and they go back to wrestle for the last 6 seconds. Few seconds left to go. Hold on to it. A little bit uncalled for there is at the end of the mat there. A little throw there is both teams a little fired up. Both teams a little fired up here at the end of the match. Let's see how they sort this out. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a team points here from the Waukee side for the end of that match. Put the team score up to 4-point for a major decision, up to 25-33. 8 points separates both the wrestlers, but I would not be surprised if we get a 2-point takeaway here at the end of that match. I know the referees are talking it over right now. Looks like it's 25 to, should be 33, I believe. Is there a 2-point taken away for Ankeny? It went down to 33. Trying to get some clarification on what happened there, because the team score should be 33-25 after a win at 157. Well, that takes us into 175. Jacob Slee, a senior, up against Bryce Williams, a sophomore. Williams looking to posture up here for a possible throw. He's got double underhooks here, tries to do a trip of his own. Both teams fired up, both fan bases fired up after that match at 165. Slee and Williams do a little double underhook dance here at the edge of the mat. Both the wrestlers gearing up to do a throw. Slee on a performance carry, switches over to a single. He's all stretched out here. Going to give up 2 points for Williams. Not a bad job from Slee there to get started there, so I think he can come back. It looked like he was the aggressor and in a better position on that takedown. Just got in a bad position. Williams capitalized on getting stretched out a little bit. 2-0 lead for Williams so far in this match. Williams doing a nice job of riding here at the edge of the mat. 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. And that'll be it for the first period. 2-0 lead for Williams. Still want to get some clarification as that team score looks to be incorrect here. Maybe we can send Maverick over to the announcer, the guy on the left, if you want to run down there, Maverick, and find out if they took a team point away. Can you do that for me? There's an escape for Williams. "30 seconds into the second period, 3-0 lead for Williams of Waukee Northwest. Lee in a great position. Here's got arms crossed. Williams in a bad position. Crowd's going nuts. Williams in a bad position. Slee's got both arms tied up. Williams sits through and he's going to get off his back, but looks like there's a little bit of control here. Slee's just setting it down. 39 seconds left to go here in the second period. Slee just needs to settle back and get that other arm settled back here, but I think Williams is going to get out of this. Slee doing a nice job of settling back in. Oh! Williams now in a good position as he puts Slee on his back with 15 seconds left to go here in the second period. After reversal, he's going to give up some back points as Slee gets back into a good position again. He tries to walk in. Going to try to save himself for the last 4 seconds of the match. The second period, and we'll go to the first period. Holy cow! No penalty point? Ankeny got called for a penalty point? Okay. Yeah, so we just got confirmation from producer Maverick that Ankeny did get called for a team point penalty point.